tree line prevents even things like wind from getting through. There's practically zero wildlife, and even in there it has a sort of history of being demonic because even things like iron ore deposits in the ground prevent things like compasses from working. Even hundreds of years ago, it's been like this. In Japan, they had a practice where families who couldn't support an elderly person would leave them in the mountains to die. And so we're talking about hundreds of years of like just death and history. And so I started writing these series of pieces. Some are in the voice of suicides that are coming to the forest to kill themselves. Some are in the sort of blasé voice of the park rangers, where it's their job on a daily basis to go and basically recover bodies as well as maintain the park and wildlife. There's also conversations between new and old ghosts, which at first the old ghosts are accepting and welcoming, comforting, but as the poems progressed, it becomes slightly more insidious. And then finally, funny enough, the forest has a voice itself as well, and the forest itself is the least magical, the most sacrilegious voice of all of the different entities that are in dialogue and in discussion in the pieces. So the memory of anything that starts with the memory of is the conversations between the new and old ghost, and the rest should be pretty clear. Hanging victim. Where are your legs, darling? Skin so white, your face, a spotlight between branches. There's a motion of hips kicking. I can see the pelvis twist awkwardly back and forth, but not even the moss crushes where I should find your shoes. There's curling tree roots, knotted ribbons daisy-chained from trunk to trunk. Why aren't they fluttering? But if you can give me like I got like 3 minutes left.
Oh yeah, plenty of time.
Memory of walking. When did, after autumn festival, is it lonely? Always more, lanterns behind bark, where a multitude rest just grow towards stillness. I lit a lantern before, then taking, I thought. Eyes for legs, for form, walking lets you feel earth beneath, when what beneath was relevant until still. Is this my tree? Only a tree, nothing is yours. Memory of light. I lit a lantern, set adrift. Lantern swam away, became a point, lost again. Lost is good, not alone is good with us. In my body I claim. So this is the first of the forest series, forest speaking. My wooded body you walk through, your body in the tent, your sulfur mulch, my body, bones mine, clothes mine, no insect claim, tree trunks, my bones, wooded silence, the kinetic energy that grows me out from Fuji's cold foot, my darkness embody, cradles the remains mine, come into them, in between the damp, my ribbed teeth, lay body on my body, above iron ore, root cairn wind, everything you, mine. Personal effects. More bones today. We get heaps of them after festivals. Loves spoil, the yokon dries out after all. We find tiny straw men, talismans nailed up along tree-lined the trails, tied with rope in case the campers kindly, we refer to them as campers, change their mind. Wrist cutter. Empty, not like a kamidana where God resides, instead a space where shadow plays, the memory of wind, Among these trees, the absence of light, sound, reflects my soul shelf. Joy is nomadic, since left me for warmer climes. I put up my tent, its fabric, making hollow noises around bending poles. I thought there'd be some animals at least. Instead, I'm alone with my emptiness, frightened by it. It tells me soon I'll be parted. The trees will have my bones. What I offer, I take. Chatter, chatter, little souls. I hear them all in me. They came believing I offered a kindness, a place to hang up their emptiness like an old coat. My roots, a mother's arms, the absence of wildlife, reason to leave their own. They think me a harbor from hardship, loneliness, not a morgue of trees, death's arboretum, my iron-fed feet, nourished by what they leave. What they are, I hear. They're so quiet when they come. I invite them in because they are inviting in their silence. It's only afterwards, when all that's left for them is to remember, that they begin their ceaseless chatter. What does it sound like when an empty spirit rattles? Ask my branches, ask bark, the dirt beneath the tents they pitch around every wild sorrow they hope to leave here. Overdose. I wanted normalcy, ached to feel as others feel but couldn't, so I forced into feeling not myself, which worked until there was nothing but hunger, need, physical dependency. The forest air calms my nausea, though hands shook so much I could barely raise the tent. I think I will like being a ghost, since it will be like a dream of my entire life, without my body's needs, or hunger, or soul. I offer nothing, take. They come seeking peace, rest, absolution, acceptance. Do they think the gods live beneath my canopy? The holy ley lines run through my iron dirt. There are no gods here or anywhere, no absolution. Only my roots accept. Collection day. We found 3 more today. They were pretty far in, too. It becomes routine, following the trails, then a bit of color dangling in the distance. Feet, clothes, from a branch a ways off. The strangest thing is how still they hang there, since the tree line is so thick that wind can't penetrate. I used to make up stories for them. You know, this one failed his entrance exam and collapsed under family pressure. Her boyfriend left her for a friend. This one's child died swimming in Okinawa one summer. But after a while, there are just too many for stories. Memory of love. Don't run, not that you can. No legs, no where, the forest now. No, leave me. Will not. We are family, love through absence of feeling, not love. Yes, new love, received from life given to us, forest and moon. Afraid, no fear, only absence. Now come. An empty life, a forest. They came to me, bringing loneliness birds to fill my branches. I found I was lonely too, until they crowded me with shivering, hollow lies, weighing down my limbs, filling up the air, the difference between nothing and an emptiness you can hold. Thank you.